What's going on, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands-On Auto Training, end of day, September 14th, 2021. Listen up, Premium Core members, if you're a member, that Honda programming video is up on the membership site if you're interested, so you can go ahead and get access to that. I'm working on that Ford video. That'll be up there hopefully very soon. Just got a little bit of editing to do with that one. So guys, it was another hot day in Cleveland. I tell you what, I was sweating today. We started out today with a 2003 Chevy Silverado that had all kinds of turn signal and bulb issues, like you turn the left turn signal on and the right turn signal indicator would dimly light, and also the right turn signal bulb would kind of light up a little bit. You hit the brakes and then weird things would happen. Guys, this is always, almost always a bad ground. Not always, you could have some other issues, and this was ground G302. It was off the vehicle, so we went ahead and got that fixed up, and it's all good. Once I grounded that manually, the problem was solved, so we just have to clean up the frame a little bit and make a new ground, and this one will be good. Next up was a 2005 Ford F150. This had no high beams or no low beams, and I'll be honest with you, looking at this vehicle right off the bat, I was thinking something with a combination switch. I was looking for anything that would cause power not to go to different fuses at the central junction box, but it ended up being, I had the cowl cover off and I looked at the wiring. It kind of looked all right. I didn't see too much going on there, but I was testing power out of the combination switch, like your flash to pass switch, and that goes and feeds the two fuses for the left and right front headlight in the central junction box, and I had no power over there, but I had power coming out of the combination switch. So there was a open circuit for both the high beam and low beam because of some aftermarket remnants. So I guess this customer just bought this vehicle or something like that, so I really don't know. The wiring needs to be investigated further to make sure there's no other crazy issues going on there, but we patched that up and it's good to go. Next up, we had a 2012 Chevy Cruze that was a no crank situation. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you guys, I always look for a check engine light, and I missed this one right off the bat, but I wasn't that far off. I didn't waste a lot of time or anything. I just went with the scan tool, and I was looking at the crank request and the crank starter relay command. We had a request, no command. As I was scrolling through the electrical theft data on GDS2, I saw that we had our ignition 1 voltage was 0. That's a problem. So I knew right away we had an issue, and it just turned out to be a fuse that was missing. Somebody had some lighting kit or something on there, and I really don't know, but there's a fuse missing. Pop the fuse in there. This vehicle was good to go. Next up, we had a 2005 Chrysler 300 extended crank. Check this out. Got ourselves a good old Chrysler 300. I think this is like an 05. Check out this crank. Extended crank every time. We do have a check engine light, stability light over there in the corner. I think after this runs, it will start flashing here. It feels smooth as can be. I don't feel a misfire, but we do have a blinking check engine light. We gotta check the codes on this bad boy. So this vehicle is just running off the cam sensors, okay? And I was pretty sure we had a crank sensor signal problem at this point. Turns out the shop had put 2 crank sensors in there, both of them Dorman parts, and they're both bad. Oh my goodness. So I kind of got hung up with that a little bit. I'm double checking all my checks, you know, I'm testing this. I'm like, dude, I don't have any crank sensor signal. It's gotta be a sensor. And it turned out it was bad sensor. We got a sensor from the dealer, fixed it right up, and it was good to go. So guys, please be careful with your parts. Not all Dorman parts are junk, just most, in my opinion, and you know, whatever. And people will try and argue with me on Facebook or something. I'm not going to get an argument. I'm telling you, I see it all the time. This has caused so much grief and aggravation for this shop, and it just turned out to be a bad part. Anyhow, moving on from that, we went ahead and programmed the new TCM in a 2005 Chevy Cobalt. This was the easy job of the day for me. Next up, we had a 2008 GMC Yukon Denali. This had a navigation radio, a used navigation radio. I was able to program it with SPS. However, we have no volume. I don't know why the original radio was replaced. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I turned a knob on a dial. I can't turn the volume up or down. I don't see any indicator on the dash. Also, using the steering wheel controls, I can change the station, and the station changes, but the volume doesn't go up and down. I don't know if it's an issue with this radio. I double checked all the calibrations and options. It seemed like it should be working, but I really don't know the original problem. I was happy we could get it out of the theft lock mode. That's done, and the programming went okay as far as I was concerned there. Next up, we just have this one I'm just finishing right here, 2008 Ford Edge, burnt up a coil, common fare there, something we see all the time. So they had a replacement coil. The technician working on it didn't understand the pad system. I believe they deleted all the keys, so I had to cut them a key, and we got this thing rocking and rolling. So guys, that was my day pretty much summed up. It was a hot one. I'm tired. The good news is it's only a 4:15, so I'm going to get home on time today. If you have any questions or comments about the material you see here, anything you're questioning, I'm all ears. Go ahead and drop me a line. I try to respond. I can't keep up with everything, but I do my best to get back to you guys. If you like this stuff, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and if you know of a technician who can benefit from some good training, send them my way. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Bye-bye.